Hey there, welcome back. I'm Kylan. This week's Elevated Review is We Need to Talk About Kevin, starring Tilda Swinton, Ezra Miller, John C. Reilly, written and directed by Lynn Ramsey. Kevin focuses on the broken relationship between a mother and her son, taking the nature versus nurture debate to the extreme. Utterly disturbing in every single way, this psychological thriller is a must-see for any true horror fan. But I caution, any new parents or soon-to-be parents, stay the fuck away from this film because it's going to scare the shit out of you. It's the perfect candidate for Netflix and chill. This will be all the protection you'll need. Now let's jump into the metrics. Looking at the graph, I think it speaks for itself. Kevin is easily the most suspenseful film I've reviewed to date. With my average heart rate at 93 beats per minute, that represents a 55% increase over my resting heart rate for an hour and 45 minutes straight. I think that gives a pretty clear indication of how intense this film is. Now, you'll also notice that there's a slight and steady decline throughout the course of the film. I think this is more a result of me as a viewer getting used to how the film is shot. Kevin is light on words, but Lynn Ramsey uses imagery and sound design to successfully convey the thoughts and emotions of her characters. One of the other interesting things I saw from looking at the data is that the film kept me very engaged throughout the whole length. Looking at it, you'll see that roughly every 10 minutes there are distinct spikes in my heart rate at 4 minutes, 12 minutes, 22 minutes, 32 minutes, 46 minutes, 55, 62, an hour and 11. And whether intentional or not, I imagine this was very intentional, but this is great editing that every 10 minutes the film is doing something to keep the viewer engaged. And I think that really helped to make it so suspenseful, aside from being a little unsure about how the film was going to end and how everything was going to play out. They do things in a good cadence throughout the film to really jolt you and keep you involved. That's this week's Elevated Review of We Need to Talk About Kevin. Now available on Netflix. Please go check it out. As always, like, subscribe, and share with me your metrics. I'd love to see how suspenseful and engaging and disturbing that you all thought it was. For Oscar, I'm Kylan. See y'all next week.